Hello, guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Pueblo County Sports Experience player interviews. Today we have a pretty important person on. A lot of news has been surrounding this lovely guy to my left, Kade Fisher. Kade Fisher, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, pulled you out of your Spanish class for this. Man, you've been a hot topic recently. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ever since we've uploaded the top 10 fall athletes to look at, I've gotten nonstop criticism about how you're not on my list. And for the record, you were on both me and Chase's lists. And then Chase called you that morning and asked you a question. What was that question, Kade, that he asked you?
He asked me if I was playing for county.
And what answer did you give us at the point in time?
I told him I was.
That is not true. You're a liar. He told us, he told both me and Chase. I don't think he knew I was there, but I was in the room with Chase when he called him. He told us that he wasn't playing for county, so he didn't put him on the list. Me and Chase both had you in our top 3. So now we get into the news. Are you playing for county, Kade Fisher?
So it's kind of complicated. So if you guys don't know, I joined the team Switchbacks for the Switchbacks up in Springs, the professional team. I'm not on the pro team, anything like that. I'm on like a team under them, which is still pretty cool. But my priorities are always with Switchbacks. So if we have training, a game, and county has something, I have to go to Switchbacks. And it's pretty intense. Like, for example, if county has a game and I have practice for Switchbacks and I skip the training to go to the game, if they find out I did that, I'd get cut from the team. Just like that.
Cut.
Yep, done.
That is, that is pretty serious, but I kind of understand. Like, the Switchbacks that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Switchbacks is huge. For those of you that don't know, that's our semi-pro team in Colorado, because the Rapids would be the professional team.
They're pro because they get paid to play soccer, but they're not MLS or as high standard, I guess you could say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Been to a Switchbacks game. I got a Switchbacks sticker on my computer. Would show you guys if the table wasn't so loud and these mics didn't pick up everything. But yeah, no, that's really cool, actually. How'd you get that opportunity to play for the Switchbacks?
So basically, I heard about it from a couple friends. Last year, there were a couple guys from West who played on that team. And I'm interested in it. I want to be the best player I can. And it's in Pueblo, the resources to become, really good or get where you want to go, they're kind of limited. I'm not saying that you can't, but in Springs and in Denver especially, there's a lot more clubs and programs that could give you more success. And I just saw those guys, they went up there. Basically, I texted the coach. I got his contact information. I said, could you let me come try out with you guys? And he said, yeah, you'll just have to show up to a couple practices and we'll evaluate you and see where you're at. And then I went, showed up, he liked me and got me on the team.
All right, that's actually really cool. Do you know if there's any opportunities for you to go up and play with the semi-pro team?
Yeah. So right now, I've only been doing it for less than a month.
Right.
I've only played one game with them, and it wasn't even with my age group. I played with it's called USL2 is the league I played in, and it's a bunch of college guys, and they were here for summer. Now they're gone because obviously college. But I played with them in a game. It would be hard for me to go to the first team, just being realistic. I would hope so, but as of right now, you guys wouldn't see me. You guys pull up to a game, and you guys wouldn't see me on the field.
All right. Well, yeah, that's kind of expected, but you're still a senior in high school, so there's, I'm trying to put this into words, where you're at, even just as a high schooler playing for a team like that, that's really good. So. But in the next couple, do you plan on staying with the Switchbacks? Are there other teams you're interested in, looking for?
Right now, honestly, my main goal is number one, if I'm good enough, I would love to go play soccer as a career, make it my everything. But right now, I'm being more realistic with myself, hoping to go to college for something. So I'm looking for other like college teams that I could go to. But my coach said, and like he says this a lot, if you're on that team and your main goal isn't to get to the first team, to get to playing there, being a player, signed with them, have a contract with them, then you're not in the right place. So I hope I develop and I hope I like get to that point. But I always have that plan B if I don't make it. But number one goal, go pro.
Yeah, that's good. You're smart. You're doing it the right way. Man, I don't even know like what is the difference there between like just playing for county and like playing for the Switchbacks?
The main thing, because I've been going to trainings for county and both, I didn't, I still love both teams, more county more honestly, because I'm just new to that team. But the main difference, the quality of players obviously is much higher just because you're in an environment and you have the coaches, the staff, the everything. But for me, just going to county to Switchbacks, the odd thing for me is the effort. When I go to county, it's like half effort, 80%. When you go up to Springs to Switchbacks, you're fighting for your spot. You want to play, you get play time, and that's practice. You show the coaches why you're meant to be on that team. And when I go to county, it's like people already know, I'm starting. And even me, like I know I don't really have that much competition. But up there, everybody's your competition. You're not really sure where it's at, and the effort, every ball you're fighting for, everything, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, even I knew like that was the whole point of like doing the top 10 list was like we had a rough idea of who was doing what in what positions. Like our hardest part was like we don't know any freshmen that are going to be any good because we didn't go to any of the summer stuff. I mean, we weren't trying to dig too deep into it. We were going to kind of play with the cards we were dealt, and that was like stats off of last year. And I mean, like I said earlier, we had you up there. We also had Gavin Miller. Like what helped you make the decision? Like, because I imagine when they were like, "Hey, you can't play," or when you were with county, it's going to be very limited. What helped you make that decision? Like, yeah, I'm going to go play with the Switchbacks, and county is going to be my, as the kids say, side chick.
Yeah. Honestly, just going from the practice there to here, and just looking at the big picture. Like honestly, being genuine, I would have loved to just play high school and just have fun. A lot of these guys I've been with for 4+ years. Honestly, I've been playing soccer with them for that long. And, they're my brothers. I have so much fun playing high school. And then I look back in reality and I'm like, if I want to go to college, get scholarships, be the best player I want to be, I have to look in the long run and see these practices. I'm getting so much more exposure, more development compared to, high school. And that was kind of the factor. I would say it was a tough decision, but once I knew I made that team, I kind of knew I'm going to stick with it. And even though it's going to hurt and I would love to play for county and I still might be able to, which is kind of cool, but it was kind of set in stone.
All right. And then are there any colleges you're looking at? Because I know you were just saying like you want to go play college ball and then but also Switchbacks is priority. Are there any colleges you're looking at? Do you have any offers?
No offers right now.
No offers.
Right now I'm kind of focusing on Colorado schools, and this is my senior season. This is where I'm going to go spend more money on visits, because honestly I haven't really gone to any schools, like personally visited them. I've gone to camps, I've gotten interest. I'm talking to a couple coaches right now, so I'm having progress. Like I'm not going to say I have any schools that's like willing to offer me right now, but I'm for sure, the plans to go to college, and I'm on the right track. So I don't think there's going to be any difficulty.
Do you have a favorite school that you want to play for as of right now?
See, right now, favorite school, probably Montana State.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, that's just because I like the mountains.
It's cold up there.
Yeah, I like the winter. I like being cold. And one of the also challenges with going to play college is that I want to be a physical therapist. And for that, you have to get a doctorate of physical therapy. So you'd go to a 4-year college, and then out of that you transfer to get your doctorate. So it's been kind of difficult finding a college that can offer that, and then I can move on. But yeah.
And then let's say hypothetically, right? You get a offer from a college. We'll say Montana. But you also get an offer from Switchbacks to play for their pro team. Which you taking?
No, Switchbacks.
Oh, Switchbacks?
100%.
Is that like in the contract for playing with them? You have to say that?
No.
Are you genuinely? Switchbacks?
Yeah.
That's cool. I was telling my brother, he plays soccer. He's in 8th grade now, so he'll be coming up next year. No offense to him, but he's not nearly as good as you. But I was telling him, I was all, there's this player at County. He's playing for the Switchbacks. He thought it was really cool. So, yeah, I mean, you were like, you were our main striker, main scorer last year. Ball was mostly in your hands. I mean, couple other players that were important to that season. You guys had a good start last year for County. Ended up a little rough in the middle. Ended it on a pretty good note, I'd say. You guys ended 3 straight wins or so. I want to say something like that. Like, if you're able to play, or even if you're not able to play, you think this year is going to be better than last year? Because I'd like to say so. I think that you guys will be. I think Gavin Miller is good midfielder and can always fall back to that defense. I think Sayer's really fast. I'm not familiar with Flores' game, but from what I've heard, he's really good. Landon Thomas, or
Landon Thomas.
Yeah. Still no clue who that kid is. I'm gonna be honest with you. We were talking about him on one of the podcast episodes last year, and he had a good game. I don't remember what it was, and we were just like, I tried searching him up on Instagram. I have no clue who that kid is. Mm-hmm. Is he in our grade?
So he's been homeschooled.
Oh,
for I still think he's homeschooled, but yeah, he's a grade below us, so he's a junior. And yeah, he's been good. I mean,
that's good.
So County this year, like you said, last year's season was pretty good, and you think we could do better. I'd say I agree. Last year, honestly, we could have had a really good season. Kind of halfway through, our defense started picking up a lot of injuries, and the problem was our bench wasn't that deep, and we didn't have too many great substitutes, and then that kind of killed us. But this season, honestly, we have a lot of strong players. A lot of individual talent, which can be a good and bad thing. Like you said, Landon Thomas, he was really good last year. Kind of unexpected, honestly. You look at the stats and you see how much goal contributions and things he's done. Jacob Flores, Gavin Miller, Marcus Sayer, a lot of these guys, they've been playing together for a while, and that's one of the things that's good. But then you mix it with a couple other guys that just played for County, and they're sophomores, kind of new. And then you kind of just have to hope that we can get some chemistry and combine. But that's what I'm hoping for. I know I'll probably be able to make some games, which is good. But if I'm not there, I'm not worried. I'm still confident in them.
Yeah, and I mean, for where we're at, it's kind of County, West, and sometimes Centennial are good teams. I know the coach for Centennial is a really good coach. Trying to think of his name.
Jeff Greenwood.
Yeah, Greenwood.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good, but I know South has some good players, Joaquin and Ben. Some good players on South, but just not really up there. East, man, next year's their year. But who is taking your spot when you're not there? Do you know who's kind of in that filler position?
So Landon Thomas was kind of my partner last year.
Right.
And I know he'll be up there, but we need another guy. Jose Salas, don't know if he'll be able to play eligibility wise or what, but he played quite a bit of games last year, but he wasn't able to play full games or nothing.
Right.
So he's a good option. He's a good replacement. His sophomore year, he got a good amount of goals. And then junior year was when he's kind of started to crash and got an F and couldn't play. But we have a couple freshmen. Tommy Timmons, he's looking good for the striker position. Miles Peters, it's kind of a maybe. But he played a couple games last year too, and he's solid. He's a good option. So I would say Jose, Tommy, Miles, and then honestly, we could like move around, put Sarah up top, switch some lineups. So.
I'm sure Gavin could also play up there. I mean, he's had oh no. Is he not fast? I feel like that he's bigger. So I feel like that'd probably be his biggest weakness.
I would say he could, but I think it'd be such a reliability to take him off our defense.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that makes sense, actually.
He's not that fast.
He's not that fast.
I'm not saying he's slow, but I for a striker.
Yeah. All right. And now it's this is my final question, and then we'll kind of wrap this episode up. Are you playing this Thursday for the home opener at County?
As of now, no.
Really?
Yeah. I have practice.
Hopefully it rains over there.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. I was telling everybody, I hope it keeps the weather like it has been and it starts hailing in springs. But it's at an odd time, 6:30, kind of bad time. The game's at 5, so I was going to text him, see if he can move it to 7. And if he does, I could maybe make the first half.
Ooh, that'd be good. Man. Okay, that's good, man. Good for you. Thank you guys for watching. This isn't our only player interview. We'll probably get more. That's Kade Fisher, guys. Answer to the big question. County's his side chick. Thank you all for watching, and like, subscribe, share the video, promote this. It helps get players out there to more coaches. It gives them tons of opportunities. So support this video and this channel as much as you can, and we'll see you soon.